my feet. Killer. Kunta Kinte on the streets, a monkey on my back, and a Ruger in the seats. Sideways with the gunpowder burning in my sheets. Keep your hands off my sister, gon' let that nigga sleep. Throwaways is the only way for business can be seen. Lose one, gain two.
Hello and welcome to the How Do You View You podcast with your host, Griffinstein. This is the podcast about asking yourself the hard questions, because it's really how do you view you, where you can go get the truth out of yourself. And if you don't do it now, you gotta do it sooner or later. So if you don't do it, who will? You know, who gonna tell you what you doing is right or wrong better than you? I hope you don't have to lie to yourself. I guess that's what I'm really saying. Anyway, that's the name of the podcast. I got too into something already. That's the name of the podcast, and that's what we try to do here. Today, episode is going to be called Lost versus Lost. Lost versus Lost. And I do have a story for the art of storytelling. It's kind of both the same thing, but you know, we'll see how it work out. And updates on Dark Network and in 11, which is all part of the Lost thing. It's not a very good episode. So I just started off. So I was riding to. This is all everything at once. So I was riding to Rich City Rides to drop off some flyers, and I was going to take, because I'm gonna do a book where I take pictures and do some stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much because I just want to get it. Well, I was going to do it. No, I am going to do it. But I was riding my bike from my home to Rich City Rides, and I put the flyers in there, and I put my camera on top in a soft bag, and GH5, man, a GH5 with a Voigtlander 0.95, man. Anyway, yeah. Somehow the bag came open and I lost my GH5 and everything. I'm recording right now on a GoPro, the 360, so it's a good thing and it's crispy. I hope it's crispy and clear. I can do 60, frames per second and everything. But I lost my camera and my not very expensive, but for me a very expensive lens. And I went through all. That's why I say it's lost versus lost, because I went through all the emotions. When I first realized that my bag was open, I was like, I like on TV, you fall to your knees and you just, what did I do to deserve this? And then I just get back to the story. So as soon as I rode, I was riding. I wasn't even going, doing something. I was just going. I went there, got there. They said, your bag is open. I was like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I talked and sat there so at the Rich City Rides, they had a gallery for a lady named Rose. She had like 18 pieces in there, and she was showing her stuff, and her last day was that Sunday. I was there Saturday. So, and I told her, I said, yeah, man, I don't care what people say. If we want to shoot movies, we shoot movies. I said, I got my camera over there. And I looked at my bag and it was wide open. And somebody had told me it was wide open and I didn't click. I said, I just went, oh, it felt like a TV show. I was like, oh, no. And because I could see out my mind's eye all of these projects and all of the stuff that I had planned is now not going to happen. I don't know why I'm laughing. Why am I laughing? I don't know, because it's so comical to think about what you think about in times where you're not really thinking. And I just saw them leaving. I just saw all these plans. I excused myself from the lady. I didn't want to be rude. I said, I gotta go. I didn't want to be rude. I gotta go find my motherfucking camera. And he said, oh, I understand. It was an older lady, Rose, but she was cool. I got on my camera. I got on my bike. Boy, I moved. I was looking, hoping. I was already gone for 45 minutes. So but I booked all the way home. I looked at every street that I thought I was going in. I just, it was just what it was. It was, that's what it was. So anyway, like I'm saying, I'm riding my bike. I didn't even have my music on. I was really frantically searching. And yeah, the whole time I was thinking like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to do the 11th series. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna be doing, and I can buy another one. I will buy another one. It's just everything is. I'm trying to come to the thing. So this is how do you view you? So what I did was I was making myself okay with this from the beginning, like trying to anyway from the beginning, but it really wasn't working, and I think it was just too fresh. And it was the ride home. It was the ride home and realizing that you had made a mistake and your bag had opened. Nobody stole it. You can't report it stolen. You can't report it. It's crazy when you lose something on your own. So anyway, it was, I don't know. So anyway, but that's the story of loss versus lost. So in life, sometimes there is no resolution because I'm sorry, I was going to go into my loss versus loss, but I want to make sure you understand there is no resolution. I put let me finish the story. That's my art of storytelling. I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong order, but I put a ad in Craigslist to just. You never know. I put an ad thing in Craigslist. I posted it on Facebook. I posted it on Instagram. A couple people shared it, and I appreciate them for doing that. But what you gonna do? You see somebody with your camera, you can walk up to them and say, "That's my camera." But possession, it's nothing you can do. You can't even call somebody and say, "This person stole my camera." Nobody stole your camera. You gave it away. So the only way I can get my camera back is if someone gives it to me. I can't even. If I go to an event with my new camera in a couple months, whenever I heal, and see somebody with ain't nobody in Richmond gonna have a Voigtlander lens. I just don't see it. They're too heavy. They're clunky. You have to. They're not clunky. I'm sorry. I said that because that's not true. That shit is butter smooth, but it's a big heavy. It's a big heavy lens, so nobody is going to use that. It's manual focus. It is very nice, man. It was very nice. Anyway, so I digress. If I see somebody with my camera at a park, what am I going to do? Oh man, I lost that. I mean, that's about all you can say. I mean, what? You're like, oh, that's nice to hear. I got it now. Thank you. I mean, nobody's going to say that. And I'm not about to beat nobody's ass over a mistake that I made. So, yeah, I don't even know what you would do. I went to the place where I bought it, and the lady told me, she said, just send her the receipt. And then, because they buy cameras there. So maybe somebody will come there and try to sell it. And I mean, even that, I got to give them something. But, anyway, the camera is worth about $2,500. The damn lens was probably another $8. And then I had like a card in there. There's no footage. I dump my footage every time I bring it home. So no footage. But the card is like a $150 card. One of those, because you record in 4K, you got to have a higher kind of 200 megabytes per second. No, like maybe 100, maybe a 90, because it's a V90. So it's not that high. Anyway, that's the story. That's the story. No fruition. I'm thinking about getting a GH6. But people were talking kind of bad about it. But it has everything in there. And I was thinking maybe even getting the full frame. Because we did really want to start shooting like real movies. But the shit looks so good, the GH6. Anyway, I don't know. I'll update you. But yeah, again, I'm on my GoPro. And that's the other thing. This GoPro is kind of, I'm going to run that the commercial I did with the GoPro for Rich City Ride. They do a Sunday ride every Sunday, and this looks pretty good. So I may just do this, like I say, for a reason. Anyway, loss versus loss. So the funny thing about it is when I was in the gallery, the Rich City Gallery, lamenting about how I just saw these ideas with wings flying off. And sometimes when people lose, they really they're lost. Some people can take a loss and really get LOST because Sometimes with that, your hope is going. But the great stories are written that way. You got to go through a loss. And don't get me wrong, this punk ass camera. No, it wasn't. It was a beautiful camera. And that's what I keep doing every time I think about it. Like, I lost my camera. How dare you motherfucker, you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep losing my thought because I'm gonna keep saying that I shouldn't have lost that camera. I don't believe it. But yeah, so it's a lot. So, but all the great stories are wrote like that. It's like you go through this loss, but the strength is coming back. And I'm like I said, and that's what I was going with it. I didn't want to act like this camera was a loss. But I mean, if I'm shooting movies, it is a loss, you know. But anyway. I'm gonna just go with that. But if I see people that will lose, they will lose something from people, or lose something and become lost. It's something I felt it coming on me. Where I felt it coming on me. That's all I'm gonna say is I felt it. I felt the loss. I lost it, and I felt the loss. I felt a real loss because it's like, well, you can just go buy another one, but I can't though. It's a crazy thing, but yeah. So I know a dude who he lost his. So it was like not a rap group, but it was like a collective. This dude did most of the beats. And, he had like 4 or 5 people getting beats from him. And I usually say names, but this might be a little bit embarrassing, so I don't really want to say it because it's kind of sad. So this dude, somebody broke in. Couldn't have been from the group. It couldn't have been from that inside. It was somebody else. Somebody broke in and stole the dude's all his musical equipment, or most of it anyway. And because he wasn't doing beats, and didn't re-up anything, he couldn't, because they wouldn't, none of them, everybody just stopped rapping, everybody just stopped doing music, everybody just stopped, they wasn't even hanging at his place, which made me feel kind of funny, because I was like, well, y'all can still go hang, so it's something else going on there. But what I'm saying is, because of that loss, all of them were lost. And I know, most people say, well, you don't need that many more rappers in the world anyway, but if you got something creative you want to do and you got to get it out, you got to get it out. They didn't have to get it out. They became lost, and I think they all went to jail for one thing or another. One of them is dead. I graduated with him. He's dead. So I don't know. And I don't know if that one loss did all of that, but you get a couple of these, you get a couple of these under your belt. And it's real discouraging because I did. And that's why I kind of bounced back quicker than I used to, because I did just have some kind of setback. I really got to go watch my own episode and see, but I can't remember what it was right now. Oh, somebody trying to steal something. Man, let me tell you, somebody stole my water hose. I have 2 connected water hoses, and I had a fixture on the end of it. And somebody stole the black water hose on top of the green one. Took the fixture off, left that, took the water hose and left. Then, maybe 6 months ago, somebody tried to break a key off in my thing. So yeah, it's those kind of things. It's those kind of things that can set you down a road of doubt. And then something ain't right in your stomach, or a business partner decide to this ain't what I want to do anymore, and it's a very discouraging thing. You can take losses, and it's really a death from 1,000 cuts, because none of these one things can just be like, okay, boom, okay, I can take that, but you can't take a loss. You can't take a loss. Yeah, you can't take a loss every time and still, maintain, because that stuff costs. And that's why they say it is a cost to be a boss, because if I employ people with this camera, yeah, man, that changed. Now I'm messing with a couple people's lives, so it's just becoming lost over material, and it's hard, and it can be people too. Some people Some people lose a loved one and go. They ain't even the same person. They ain't even the same person. My cousin was like that. I was in the same names and stuff, but yeah, I know people like that because they just stopped liking it. They stopped liking the same things and they stopped doing this. But I was actually talking to somebody about that, and I was like, I had wondered if because she had died, that he was finally free to be who he wanted to be. And I don't really, I'm not going to talk to people about that kind of stuff because that's something they can do for inside themselves. But I'd be curious. I mean, he is my cousin, so I should be able to do that. But I don't know. I was just worrying about that. Yeah, man, I lost my fucking camera. That bothers me, and it stung, and it still stings because I lost it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that at least one more time. I know it because that is really tingling my tootsies, boy. I tell you. Yeah. So I just sent gospel off to be mixed by the funk overlord Phil Hennon out of Oakland. I already like a lot of it. How it sounds is because it's sounding pretty. Man, I was sounding like I was it echoed. That's why I heard it so well. Yeah, man, it's sounding good. The one produced by Just Scope Beats, Bronze Chop, the Bronze Chop. That's what we're gonna call everything is Bronze Chop when he do the beats. We're gonna be on that boom bap with psychedelic samples. It's gonna be raw. Z gonna jump on too. He said he gonna not jump on. We gonna form a group, and it's gonna be pretty nice. Bronze Chop. Anyway, he produced the track on the album for Pride. It's called Killing. I'm gonna run it here too. It's called Killing Kunta Kinte, and basically it's just a song about everything that kills black people. So I'm talking about drugs, diabetes, doctors, cops, other black people, other white people. I'm talking about it's metaphors. So it's everything sound like drugs. So it's nice. I'm gonna play it in the snippet. I'm gonna play the snippet. Anyway, that's what I was going to when I lost my camera. I went to I was going to over there where Taco Bell is by El Cerrito. There's a homeless encampment behind Target, and I know that it's a tunnel, and I'm gonna shoot that video in there. I still got the GoPro, and with the GoPro I can do 360, so I can do some stuff in there that'll look pretty good, and I still got my drones, so I gotta go get that license. I'm gonna flash that up. I think everybody should go get their drones. I might try to do a class on it or something because it's a lot of money to be made with drones. They don't let people. You can't fly drones over people without a license. What's gonna happen is before long, because they're already sanctioning airspace for commercial drones, meaning Amazon, which if Amazon do it, then Target's going to do it. Everybody's going to do it. So it's so from this airspace to this airspace is public, I guess. And then from this to this is C1, commercial one. And then I think as it goes higher up is certain stuff. So they're about to start regulating that stuff, and it's going to be rough. Anyway, my point was, so they want to know who's in the air. So even the drone I have is supposed to be like a 24.9 gram ounce drone, because you don't have to register because it's so light. Now they don't care. They don't care now. They want everybody to register, and they'll send you a ticket if you are out there doing it without it. So because they know it's the stuff got RFIDs in it, so they know who's out there when you out there. They know an address. They know how to dress. Anyway, yeah, that's what I was about to go out there and do is do that. So yeah, gospel. I thought I was going to be able to do it July 11th, but you know, I'm not really tripping. I took my time on this album, so it's better than most, because usually I just be like, I'm on a deadline. As you know, April 1st I was supposed to release this, but I didn't because it wasn't ready. And I'm not finna do the Requiem over again. That Requiem. And shout out to Breeze. I still gotta listen to it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna listen to that and then upload the new version. That's the new version of Burden, which everybody, man, that's a raw ass song with funk, Genius Funk on there. Trav, Renaissance, Breeze, and Ronald Porter. But yeah, so the album is coming out. We finished shooting the process, so that's going to be done by Strike 5 Films, and then yeah, that's pretty much it with the music right now. Man, it comes to I lost my camera because I was thinking like, because what I need to do is I have to so I'll just tell you, I came up with this because it's just what it is. So what I came with the thing that came up was I didn't want fame. I didn't want fame I didn't want to be walking, I didn't want to be walking through Lucky's and trying to pick up a plan B or something, and somebody, hey, Griffinstein, I didn't want that. That's not what I want. But what I'm learning now is you got to have a product. So music but it doesn't, for me, it doesn't make money. And it wouldn't. I'm not going to get the streams that other people would get. So what I have to do is I have to offer a merchandise. I have to offer a merchandise, whether it be shirts, whether it be an enhanced CD, whatever. I'm not going to go into all of it, but I just have to have a package that some people just like to see people come up from the dirt. And then if you show that you give a damn, and I know how old I am and that, but I still got a lot, I'm not trying to get those people. Those other people is not the people. I like it. I'm just not trying to get those people. So that's not the thing. That's not even an issue. It's people that just still listen to rap music like I listen to music, and we just like music. So that's the group I'm trying to get. It's 10,000 people. It's 10,000 people. That's all I need worldwide. 10,000 people that'll buy a Griffinstein package that says with the CD and a sweatshirt in it, which changes every year. Or every time I drop a shirt of some merch, they buy it. So that's what I have to do. And to do that, unfortunately, power and fame. And I don't mean fame like, I don't mean fame, but I just mean I have to be known by more people. So what it means is I'm going to have to start duetting on TikTok with old school or whatever they're trying to say with the beats. I would have to start, writing raps real fast, throwing it on there. You have to do it fast and duet, because it's a lady out of Oakland that I've been watching, and she got some beats on there, and I like her. It's Reese. Her name is Reese. She dropped a video of her rapping. So that's what I'm saying. It's just putting yourself out there, and I don't have to do it forever. I just have to do it till I get 10,000 people or 20,000, because it'll probably dwindle to 10. But you know what? I think if that's a responsibility. I feel like if I had 10,000 people that I knew was gonna buy my stuff every time, and if I did a show somewhere they came out, that's a responsibility, and I would continue to do it. I would have to. So that's why I say but when you continue to do music, you just reach more people. So if you continue, and make music that you're proud of, if you make music that you like, I think you would be all right once you find your niche, because they gonna fuck with you regardless. Anyway, yeah. So I'ma just that's what I have to do. So I'm gonna start doing more, even for the podcast. The viewership for the podcast isn't that high, but I'm doing it I'm doing it because I said I would do it. But if I was like, let's say, a known person, because that's what everybody, a known rapper. But if I was a known person, people would be watching this all the time. Then I could, then Dark Network can sell commercials, or I can sell commercials for my own show. You know, put it, do what I have to do, and then now Dark Networks make money, and that's what we don't have to do. You know, everybody don't have to get like lightly, at least Richmond famous. If we can get Richmond famous, then that's, you know, that's a start. Because if you Richmond famous, you're gonna end up being Oakland famous, Vallejo famous, and then Shaq and Stockton. And it really, truthfully, I've seen people bubble off of just being a Bay Area, consistently releasing music or products. Because again, I gotta do a book. I'm finna do a book, four different genre poppings. Because, you know, everybody think I'm just a horror person, but horror, not horror. Everybody think I'm a horror person, but it's not really horror that I'm into. It's like, it's the dark side of life. And sometimes, you know, that shit and it's crazy. I heard this the other day where it just said, that's what I do. I make the disturbed comfortable, and then I make the comfortable disturbed. And that's really, I was like, wow, who said, I didn't even, like, I didn't read it. I must have heard it. Because I had to picture what they were saying again in my head. I don't even know what I was watching. Anyway, but yeah, that's what my music is. My music ain't dance music. It's like, if you know what I'm talking about, you be like, man, somebody else knows. That's the comforting, the disturbed. And then, you know, then it's the truth of what I'm saying that, you know, disturbs the comfortable, is because they're like, well, this is what I like, and this is how you shouldn't be happy with, you know, with a dirty house. You shouldn't be happy that your daughter has 4 babies. You shouldn't be happy. So it's the comfortable that want to feel so good about their lives that, you know, we can do better, or you could do better, or that's what it really is. I'm doing better. This is how I done it. Or and all of that in rap form. And in some sense, I'm getting more in depth with it now too. I'm like more rappy than I used to be. So like, it's really wordplay. I'm doing a lot more wordplay, because I used to just rap fast. That's all and I am going to do that again. But anyway, I'm trying to. I got to change my business plan so that I can prosper. You know, at the very least, quit my job. I already spoken on that. It's just, you know, they get more time than I think they deserve. Or I should say, I'm worth more than they could pay me. It's just the amount of stuff that I think I could do if I didn't lose my motherfucking camera. Man. Yeah, but yeah. So the stuff that I can do or will do is the stuff that, you know, that I really want to do, and I can get, you know, I can tell stories. That's all I want to do is tell stories. So I got my computer. Adobe is coming. I gotta, and that's the other thing. I was supposed to buy Adobe. I'm like, man, I can't spend this $700 on that, and then I gotta go buy this camera over again. Anyway, but I don't know. I gotta make some decisions. That's what I'm saying. Everything happened for a reason. Maybe I lost the camera so that I can do this animated series. I mean, I gotta look at it in some kind of good way, or I'm gonna start crying. I don't know. I haven't cried since the 70s. I almost cried when my father died, but it wasn't the day he died. It was like the day of the funeral or something, or the day after the funeral. And this lady, I don't know why I'm laughing. This lady, I was finna water the grass or wash my mama's car. I don't know which one. They both were brown. So I think she said, "I'm sorry to hear about your father." And I bent over, and you know how when you bend over, your face get heavy. So, and you know, I might not even been crying, but anyway, I I bent over and I thought it was gonna come, and yeah, it didn't. I hadn't cried in a long time, and I don't think I'm suppressing the cry. I just don't think nothing is cry worthy. I mean, I don't really wish to cry. I don't want to be sad enough to cry or happy enough. I never, sorry. But the Finders Keepers is doing good. CDs are available. You can hit me at Griffinstein, Griffinstein at itsthedark.com. I don't even know why I'm talking. You can hit me up there if you want a copy. I think we're selling them for 10. I think there's going to be a Memorial Day or something package. By then we'll have a package. I want to do a package where we get the people a whole package, like a swag bag. When you buy a movie, that'll probably up it to $50. But again, if you support us doing that's what I was talking about. So now I got to get my face. I got to get my face on. I got to be able to So I got to get my face thing. So that's all that is. So the people that's happy to pay and good to pay and don't mind paying and want to help us, get to that next level, because it's supposed to be at least 2 more movies. At least. I don't even know if I explained it, but the movie, should I explain it? I don't want to. Well, I'll just tell you. So if you haven't seen the movie and you want to listen, this is kind of like it's not a spoiler, but I just wanted people to understand what was going on in the movie. So, in the club scene, there was a guy who had took a pill. They went into the bathroom and they did some stuff. Now, if you watch the movie to the very end, we did a little sneak peek of, so when he comes, if you watch at the very end, you will understand. I won't say what it is. And then that's supposed to be another movie jumping off, which is, horror. That's a horror. That's a horror movie. So this movie is called Finders Keepers. Then that one will be called Losers Weepers. I think that was Pharaoh Venom 911 playing from Richmond. He was playing the bar person, and that's the next movie. And then Finders Keepers 2. I hope we all are writing that within the next 4 months. And then doing this one, because we learned a lot. So we'll be able to do this one. But I lost my camera. I shot that whole movie on my camera. Oh my God. Anyway, shit. Now, see, I gotta buy a camera because we gotta shoot the next movies. See? Man, sorry. So, we learned a lot. Like, you have to do dailies. You would edit this movie as we went. We would have daily shoot shot. I know now because it's just a better way to do it. Working with Strike 5 on the process video, he had scene by scene telling you what he wanted from each scene and what he was hoping to get. And we went through a scene list and we shot it. And that was a 10-hour day for a video. And the song ain't but 2.5 minutes. So you know what I'm saying? It's that shit gets serious. And when we start doing real movies to the point where, we gotta do casting calls and all of that, I'll definitely put it on here for everybody to know. But it's just a very exciting time if I didn't lose my camera. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the writing part of it. I think we all of us have a kind of a good kind of storytelling kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that. My aim is to give opportunities to anybody. So if you have somebody, a niece, nephew, somebody that may want to work on a movie, it's not an issue. You just sit them down. They just have to be willing to learn. Because we're going to need lighting people. We're going to need more actors. That's what everybody's going to do. Actors and just people to help, gophers and even project managers or people to decorate the sets. I need to start learning all the terms so that when when I say things, it's in line with industry, so that we all are learning at this on this thing. So anyway, I could talk about it all day because that's what I do. I just ramble in my mind, and I need to learn how to shut the shit off. But it's hard when when you get excited about the stuff, because I'm excited about the book. I got to go pick some pictures, and then we're gonna put some stuff together, and then that's gonna be I really want to say it, but I gotta get it. I gotta get it at least half done before I say it, because I don't really believe in that. People will steal your idea, but people will, and then they'll half do it, and then yours will look better, but because it was the original. But in a long, and that's why I was thinking that before. It's like maybe these people that did stuff, it's like, yeah, this is the first one. Everybody wants to be the first, I guess. But sometimes in the race to be first, you lose a lot of the quality. So anyway, that's why I don't want to say it, because somebody could just rush and do it, and truth be told, I'm pretty sure somebody has done this already. But I'm not in that world, so I don't really know like that. So, but anyway, it's all good. Yeah, man, it's a lot of good things happening now. I really wish we were reaching a bigger audience, but that's my fault. I just have to start promoting more. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, it feels bothersome to do that, even on Facebook or anything, just to keep putting the same thing up. It gets old, and I think I don't want to see it. So, and then people become blind to it. But the marketing thing says people really don't even see the shit till the 5th or 6th time. So if you haven't shared it at least 7 times, you could just assume nobody saw it. But I have a group of us. We everybody try to share whatever. I know Swerve and Melanated Harmony, Raven. We try to share everybody's stuff just to share it, so that at least our group is looking at it. But it's people that don't. It's all good. It's just we just trying to do some stuff. But yeah, it's an exciting time for me. I lost my camera, and I lost some other stuff, but I still feel you can't really break a person that's trying. It's all good. This is just. It took me a second to get there though, because I'm still. You can see it. You can see it in my face. I'm still distraught. But what you gonna do? So, don't give up. Like I said, I didn't lose a foot. Some people lose way more. So this has been your episode of How Do You podcast with your host Griffinstein. Thank you, everybody, and good night. I'm not going to do what I usually do, is keep talking and going back and forth. I'm just going to end it.
Got me dead on my feet, killer. Kunta Kinte on the streets, a monkey on my back, and a rumor in the seats. Sideways with the gunpowder burning in my sheets. Keep your hands off my sister, gon' let that nigga sleep. Throwaways is the only way for him to anything. Lose one, gain 2 now.